All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to the Gemini new moon Monday morning. I hope you're doing great. It's a holiday here in the US. All right. So let's see what we have on board. If you're looking for individual zodiac readings, each of your zodiac signs, I put it in one video. Here is the link to that for June, the June forecast. Also, yesterday I did a full video, a reading about the Gemini new moon and any messages that wanted to come through about this Gemini new moon. I did pull some cards for Gemini and Sag and Aries, Aquarius, Libra, and Capricorn. Gemini, Sag, Aquarius, Libra, and Capricorn. Okay, so if you are those signs or you're dealing with someone, you might want to check that video out. Here you go. All right, let's see what's going on this week. What information wants to come through? All right, synchronicity. Synchronicity is a love letter from the universe across time and space. Ain't it though? Yes, I've been getting a lot of synchronicities recently. I don't know about you guys. Galactic grandmother. Oh my goodness. Friday I did a morning message and it was about ancestor messages coming through in the guise or the physical experience of a bird, right? You could have a lot of bird energies. It's also spider, right? It's a spider in there, like Charlotte's Web. I'm getting a little Charlotte's Web energy there. I don't always when I look at that card. You're perfectly imperfect. All right. Charlotte's Web. Okay, that was a book from 4th grade that I loved. It was one of my favorite things. I also feel like that has to do with being a writer. I talked quite a bit about journaling and how you journal and manifest through using a journal. I talked about that yesterday in that video about the Gemini new moon. Right, we've got quite the week coming. Mercury is going direct, and Mercury is also the messenger from your self-conscience. Subconscious, self-confidence, self-consciousness, something about that. I feel like there's a message here for anybody who feels lack of self-confidence right now. Okay, Libra underneath. I see Libra, and here's Mercury. Some of you are feeling scared about something, about a loss of money, a loss of job, or whatever. And I feel like that is going to be balanced this week. Okay. If any of you have fears around money, that's really coming into balance this week, which is really nice. All right. Let's see where we go here. Boy, this tower keeps coming through. I'm going to do some clarification around the tower energy. 6 of Pentacles, a nice balancing energy there. Strength card. Woof, beautiful. Love it. Love it. Love it. This is my deck, the Souls on Fire deck. It's fast becoming a regular. Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Lovers. Oh, beautiful energy. Ace of Cups. Wow. 7 of Wands. Some of you are going to be doing things differently. So if you have been manifesting in a relationship or a new career or something, I feel like this old way of doing it, you recognize that that's not how we're rolling this time. Okay. So a new job, a new experience, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, something you're manifesting in. The Magician over here. I see Libra. I see Gemini. I see Leo. More Gemini. Sag. Virgo. Okay. So I'll take a look at those in the extended. So what's coming through first here is this tower energy. So there's an awakening going on, and some of you are now going to experience this next level of awakening. So it's already bubbling around in your subconscious, unconscious, subconscious, making something conscious. It could have been because of a lack of self-confidence that was not coming through, or a fear around. I saw this yesterday in the Gemini new moon reading too. But let me clarify the tower here, because I feel like what comes from it is balance and freedom. It's like you're breaking the chains of something. You're breaking You're breaking through a pattern that's held you back. Get me more about the Tower, please. Clarify the Tower. Seven of Cups. Oh, wow. Hermit energy. Three of Swords. Such beautiful energy here. You may not think that's beautiful. I think that's beautiful. There's mindsets and confusion that have gotten you heartbreak. The way you go into relationships, the way you think about relationships, the way you do relationships has gotten you heartbreak. It's time to shift that. So some of you could go into relationships or be in relationships and it's fine for a while. And then there's a lack of self-confidence, which triggers trust issues, which triggers I don't trust you, which triggers a whole lot of nonsense that ends in disappointment and sadness and grief. Okay. And really, this is about unhooking from this mental torture that you've been putting up for yourself. This idea that, I never get what I want. I always attract narcissists. I'm not good enough to have a business of my own. I don't know how to work with this energy. Some of you kind of I'm getting this image of like throwing your hands up like, I don't know. I mean, I'd really like to have a love relationship in my life, but I don't know where to start. I keep having all these things. Start here, right? You are good enough for relationships. Queen of Pentacles. And you might have had some things in the past that you were manifesting unconsciously. Doesn't mean you're going to continue to manifest that. All right? You have to make a conscious decision. And it does come with a shifting self-confidence. This is the work. Vibration, frequency, gratitude, self-confidence, trust, all high vibration. Okay? Some of you may have been told and then experienced in your life that when you are overly trusting, you attract people who are going to take advantage of that. But you know what shifts that? You can still have good trust. You just got to have better boundaries. You can be a trusting person. You just got to have good boundaries. You just got to ask good questions. You just got to not fall into those. You got to not follow into those patterns that are self-injurious, deluding. Okay. So it's one thing to be trusting and trustworthy. It's another thing to turn a blind eye. You can have trust in relationships, but trust does not mean, that means blank check. That means I don't ask questions. That's not what that means. That's not what that means at all. This is about a strategy of shifting into more self-confidence. And a lot of times asking the tough questions takes self-confidence. Oh, I could never ask them that. Oh, I could never, sort of put it to them. I could never be upfront about something. And what happens is then you're manipulative and the person feels it. So that's one of the reasons things are kind of spiraling. This is a new day. We're blowing up these mindsets. We're unhooking these old patterns and old feelings and old belief systems from how we manifest so that we're manifesting something different. You cannot manifest until you change your mind and shift your patterns of energy around self-confidence, around what you deserve, around feeling capable and confident and all of those things. Until you do that, you're going to manifest the same thing as you had before because you're manifesting unconsciously. This requires some time. And I feel like I'm acting as your galactic grandmother here. I'm stepping in and going, hey, you got to shift that energy because you're a good manifester. Look at all the things you've manifested in your life. It just hasn't been the thing you've ideally wanted to manifest in your life. And the synchronicities are trying to show you that. Whatever synchronicities you're finding or you're getting along the way right now are trying to show you that your belief is that you don't have as much control as you think. And that would be wrong. Okay? And the universe is trying to say to you, hey, you have more power to manifest this beautiful new beginning, then you think. It's not a crapshoot. It's not just a roll of the dice. It's about you taking responsibility for your own frequency, for getting into the vibration of something that you do want to create and holding that and knowing that's you. It's not just like something out there. You're embodying it. You're believing yourself. You're believing in yourself. Self-confidence is super sexy. And we've seen that for years, even when we're not talking about manifesting, we're not talking about metaphysical, we're not talking about spiritual, nothing. We're like, oh yeah, self-confidence is sexy. Why do you think that is? Because it's a belief in themselves. It's also a belief in the connection to the universe, that they can handle what comes in. So you may manifest a rascal. Rascal. That's a good word, isn't it? You might manifest somebody like this, Knight of Wands, who can be a little slippery, can be hard to pin down, can be whatever. But the thing is, you don't commit with someone who's running away from you. You're in some way, you're running away from you too when you're manifesting somebody like this. To truly manifest the person who is on your wavelength, you must be that wavelength. You must be it. Okay? And if you have people coming across, because we have Saturn in retrograde for the next 6 months, or not 6 months, 4 months, 4.5 months into October. And let's see, June, July, August, September, October. Okay, 5 months. You can see that being self-confident means when Saturn is retrograde and Saturn shows you the lessons that you may not have totally learned, you can then do something different. If you manifest a new career, what are the lessons that come along with this? What are the lessons I have learned in my past about being afraid about money? What is it? Could show up again, but now you've got new tools. You got new tools, okay? And most of it is coming in the space of learning how to manifest from a different frequency, a different vibration. I'm going to be talking a lot more about Dr. David Hawkins' Force versus Power, okay? If you want to look that up, Dr. David Hawkins, kinesiologist, did hundreds and maybe thousands of experiments, muscle testing experiments around frequency and vibration. It's fascinating work. So I'll be doing more videos around that to help you out over on Souls on Fire. It's my other channel where I do informational videos. If you want to check that out, there's a link below for that too. But this is saying to me that you're finally getting it. You're finally seeing the connection between how you're thinking and then how it feels when you think this way, like I can never have love. And how does that feel? And then you're like, oh, wait a second. I deserve love. That feels good, right? You're shifting that. There's a bit more to it than that, but really changing your thoughts, changing your mind is really changing your life. It truly is. So let's see where we go. Let's see where we go with this. I'm going to look at Gemini and Libra and Leo, more Gemini here, and Sag and Virgo, I said. Okay. All right. Virgo showed up in the Hermit too. Okay. Link is below for you if you want to continue on with me this morning. Pathfinders, the rest of the reading starts right now. This Thursday, we are doing our live with the Wednesday crowd. We're all going to be together and we'll do a 90-minute live on Thursday. If you can't make it, send me an email. I want to hear what you want to hear me talk about. I usually just take straight up questions and answers for that whole time, but I'd like to hear from you. All right. The email address is in the description box below. Link is below for the rest of this reading. See you over there.